We are live, Believe Nation. Happy Monday. Monday is mentoring day for me, so I spend the day mentoring the people on my team. So it's been obviously from remote. So we've been doing Zoom calls and Skype calls and Hangouts and Facebook calls. And I like having one day per week where I just focus my energy on trying to elevate and grow the people on my team. Because as you build and scale your company, your team is going to end up doing way more for your business than you do. You might be the single most important person in your company, but collectively your team massively outscales the productivity of what you're putting out. So I think it's important to give back to your team and help them scale up and grow up and mentor up. And that's what I do every Monday. And I'm taking a quick break to be with you guys, to answer questions. Lewis Howe's in the house. Welcome. Lewis, we're just talking to Jeremy about your channel, and awesome seeing the growth, man. If you guys don't know Lewis, you have to check out his YouTube channel. Blowing up in an era where so many thought leaders are losing views right now. Lewis is crushing it. Anyway, bring some questions. Let me know. Pop it down in the comments below, and we'll get to them. David Firestein. Hey, Evan. Oops, missed it already. Hey, Evan. How's the quarantine? Quarantine is going, man. It's just another thing you got to deal with as an entrepreneur. Focus on how you can win, right? I mean, always you're gonna get you're gonna get dealt a whole bunch of negative hands in life, and it's what do you do with them? So now's your chance to focus on the skills, to focus on growing, to focus on getting better. When I talked about thought leadership content being down, it's so shocking to me how people are not using this chance as an opportunity to finally pursue that thing that's in your head. You've had this dream in your head. You've had this desire to go and create something. And there's been a lot of reasons why you couldn't do it. But most of those reasons are gone now, right? Like now is the time that you need to be learning the skill that you want to learn to help you get ahead. It's crazy to me how people are not spending that time. Not you guys. You're here. You're learning. You're pouring energy into your life to make it better. And I think that's a secret. That's a trick. That's what you got to do right now. If you have extra time, use it productively to build the life and business that you want so that when we come out of this, you're going to be way ahead of the game. Use this as a gift. So pop some questions. How are you? I'm Daniel. I'm amazing. Thank you for the love, Daniel. Appreciate you. I think part of what helps you stay on track, at least part of what helps me stay on track, is just staying with the consistency, right? Creating a schedule and sticking to it. So I'm still doing my regular routine. I mean, everybody's doing it from remote, right? But Monday is still my mentoring day. And Tuesday is still my YouTube day. Tomorrow I'm gonna make some videos. And Wednesday is still my project day. And Thursday is still my public facing day. All throughout, right? Stay on your schedule. Stay to it. You're much more likely to come out on top and to succeed and to win. What do we got? Man, you looking great. All right. Appreciate the love. Thank you for the energy. I feel great. I think you should feel great. Everything that happens to you, you've got a choice how you respond, right? You can't choose what happens, but you can choose how you respond to it. So I've been talking to Alex this morning. He's in charge of operations for Toronto Dance Salsa, and we're shut down, right? Like, there's no business happening right now. You can't go salsa dancing right now. It's not possible. Social distancing doesn't play friendly with salsa dancing. Great. So he's doing online coaching. He's doing online training. He's trying to staff up so that when we come back, it's like, this is what you got to be thinking right now. How do I come back stronger than when we went in? How do I come back stronger? Whatever you're struggling with the most right now, whatever you're feeling anxiety or nerves or even depression around, that's what you need to fix. So where do you need to fix your business? Where do you need to fix your life? Where do you need to fix your relationships? What do you need to fix? And now come out stronger. Learn the skills that you need to learn so you can have a more successful business, a more successful relationship, a more successful life. Makes a huge difference. Now is the time. I'm a salsa dancer too. This is torture. But practice, right? Like, get your shines going. Put on music every day. Dance. Alex is starting a 10-minute dance with me challenge. So every day he's posting a new little shines, have fun workshop together. just to put music on and have fun, because people are drowning in anxiety and news and overwhelm right now. So if you love dancing, still go off and dance. Call up one of your salsa friends and do a Skype call or Zoom call or Hangouts and put on music and just dance. Do shines together, right? Make it still part of your daily routine, even though you can't do it touching somebody. Now is the time. James Well Impact. That's what I'm talking about. The Dutch Martin. I just got your book, Built to Serve. Awesome. Enjoy. Listen, anybody if you've bought the book, Built to Serve, take a picture on IG, post it, tag me in it, and I'll share it. It's a great way to hack somebody's audience. If you're taking a picture of your book and you tag me, I'll share it with my audience too, and you get exposure to my fans. So always a good time to hack. All right, let's see what we want to do here. Dutch Martin wants to come in live. Bring in Dutch Martin. See what he's got for us. Skills pay the bills. Thanks for yours and being available. All right, here he comes. I can't see him. Hey man, I can hear you. I can't see you. Oh, I got. I don't know. Instagram is being buggy. That's happened a couple times. I don't know what's going on with Instagram. Anyway, let's get to some text questions then. What do we got? Evan, I'm the CEO and founder of exclusivemotivation.com. Do you collaborate? Yeah, just depends on what, man. What does that look like? What does that mean? Right? Congrats on setting up the website. If you're more specific, then it's easier to get a better answer. Jack, met you at Growth. Hope you're doing well, brother. Growth was awesome. Growth was Brendan Burchard's event back in, I want to say October in Phoenix. That was a ton of fun. I was super nervous. It was a couple thousand people, I think, in that room, and went up and did my thing. So lots of fun. My favorite part is just meeting the people afterwards. So doing the Q&A, right? Like, this isn't work. This isn't like, oh my God, I got to do. This is my break. My break is talking to you guys. That's my break from my calendar today. It's fun. I enjoy it. Okay, what do we got? What are your thoughts on Anthony Trucks? I love Anthony. I didn't know him before Puerto Rico, but he was part of this mastermind that I went to. Brendan Burchard put on a group. It's his own mastermind, basically his own friends hanging out. And have a great day, bro. See you, Dutch Martin. Don't know why it wasn't working, but Instagram gets buggy sometimes. Anthony was one of the guys who was there and got to know him, and I'm a fan. And I want to see him win, and it's awesome seeing him going live on Instagram as well. What else? Hi, Evan. Stay safe. Sending our love from the Philippines. All right. Appreciate you. Thanks for the love. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock here in Toronto. It's got to be 3 a.m. or something in the Philippines. Have a good night or great start to the day. Hello from Dubai. What are the 5 books you recommend for us to read during this time? So, one, I don't read a ton, and so I don't get most of my learnings from books. I would encourage you to read Built to Serve by Evan Carmichael. It's a great book coming out. But in general, so that question is hard to give an answer to, because it's like saying, what video should I watch? Well, I don't know you. I don't know what problems. Like, what are you trying to overcome? What are you trying to learn? What do you want to get better at? And then from there, people can recommend books or videos or resources or podcasts to you, right? But basically, I would reverse engineer that to think, what are the skills that I want to learn? What do I want to get better at? Where do I need to up my game, improve my life? And then who's done it? Who's living the life that I want? Who's if you love reading books, who's written about it, that then I can go learn from them. Now's a great time. Now is a great time. TSG Designs just got done reading Napoleon Hill's Laws of Success. Would recommend. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, generic books around mindset are always going to be great. But I'd also hone in on what do you want to learn? Like, do you want to learn marketing? Great, go read some marketing books or go watch some marketing videos. Do you want to learn leadership? Do you want to learn entrepreneurship? Right? Whatever you want to learn, find the people who are doing it and talking about it, or creating content, writing books about it. That's what you should be able to come out of this armed with so much more knowledge than when you came in, so that you can come out stronger, more successful, ready to take on the challenges ahead of you. All right. What else? What are your thoughts on Anthony Trucks? Okay, we answered that. People liking Anthony Trucks. I love it. Let's do it. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Ryan. Oh, look at this. Nina's bringing some Look at this. We got, what is this, Nina? Eggs? Mushrooms? That smells good. Okay, that's my snack after I'm done with you guys. Okay, I'm interested in entrepreneurship, but people around me judge me about my love towards business. Awesome. Everybody's going to have an agenda for you, man. Everybody's going to have an idea for what you should do with your life. And whether you learn that lesson now or in 5 years or 10 years or 20 years, for you to say, I'm going to live my life. And maybe it doesn't work out. Maybe I don't hit my goals. Maybe it doesn't work out like I think it's going to work out. But you know what's better is knowing what you're capable of, as opposed to knowing that you could have done more, but you didn't because you were worried about somebody's opinion of you. One of the most important lessons you can ever learn as a human is that you have to live your life. You have to live your life, do the things that you want to do, and everybody's going to judge you. It's going to happen. And a lot of times it's judgment out of love. I'm sure your parents love you. They just don't want you to fail, and they see success as different than when they were your age, right? The opportunities available to you are different than when your parents were your age. They don't understand the world that exists to somebody who's your age. And so they're giving you advice based out of love, but also based out of fear and insecurity, more than actually seeing you live your dreams. So this is a fantastic time to learn the lesson. And if you don't learn the lesson now, it's going to keep hitting you over the face until you actually learn the lesson. Because you're going to want to do something in a year or in 2 years or 5 years or 10 years or 20 years. And what I don't want you to do is have regret looking back on your life, feeling like you could have done more and you never took your shot because you're afraid of what somebody was going to think about you. So enjoy it, man. Satvik Babu. Hey, what's your daily routine? So Suki in the house, welcome. So every day I start off pretty much the same. I have a morning routine that I go through. The first thing I'll do is put on music. Music is the fastest way to change your state. And so put on a song that makes you want to move, makes you want to bounce, because I don't wake up, get out of bed, and just naturally want to bounce and jump. So music is the very first thing. Then I'll do 50 squats, get a little bit of activity. I can't do a workout still because of my body still healing, but I do 50 squats. I'll do some breathing, take the dogs out for a walk, remind myself of what I want to do today. Just kind of sit and think about how I want today to go. I'll post something to my Instagram, typically in my stories. So you'll see a black and white picture of me. It says the day, and then underneath some kind of message. And then I usually start my day. And then every day becomes slightly different. So Monday is my mentoring day, and Tuesday is a YouTube day, and so on. So I start the day pretty much the same every day. And the most important thing out of that is figuring out not what I do, but what do you need to do so that you feel bold and powerful and unstoppable and confident and alive. Because most people have some kind of morning routine. It just doesn't set them up for massive success. Most people just check the boxes and say, yep, okay, I did that, and yep, I did that, and yep, I did that, and yes, I watched a video, or yes, I read a book. But if you don't get the feeling, if you don't come out of your morning routine feeling bold, powerful, unstoppable, ready to take on the day, courageous. Did you feel courageous today after your morning routine? Courageous, ready to go off and be bold and do something amazing. Did you feel that way come out of your morning routine today? No? Then it's broken. Then you need to fix it. And it could either be just by swapping something new in, or doing the thing that you're already doing with more intention. Example, if you know that watching videos, for me, like watching a top 10 video helps me feel inspired and motivated. But if you're watching a video while you are getting changed or brushing your teeth or making breakfast or doing something else, you don't get the feeling that you need to get. And so you're done your morning routine. You can say, yep, check box, did my video. But if you're not feeling bold, powerful, unstoppable, confident, then you have to go back and do it again with intention. That's where a lot of achievers let themselves down, because yeah, you have a morning routine, and yeah, you've probably got a better routine than the people around you and your friends, and you're likely the most ambitious person that you know. And if you compared your morning routine, say, I'm crushing it compared to these people, compared to my friends, but you're not feeling courageous every morning. And the most successful people demand it of themselves. And so whatever the thing is that makes you feel bold and courageous, that has to be part of your morning routine every single day. Because if you woke up and did the thing that made you feel bold, powerful, unstoppable, courageous every day, your life is going to change. It's going to change. You won't be the same person in a year. It's no way. Ashia, what are your thoughts on women entrepreneurship? I think it's great. I think it's amazing. I love it. I think it's never been easier to start. It's never been easier to win, no matter where you are in the world. There might be some restrictions on women entrepreneurship in different parts of the world, but it's only getting easier. The barriers are only coming down. And so what I would encourage you to do is, instead of looking at, a lot of people look at their situation as a negative. Well, I can't do this because I'm a woman, and flip it to say, I can make this awesome because I'm a woman. I felt it when I was a young entrepreneur, like, well, I can't do this because I'm a young entrepreneur because I'm too young. And I said, no, how is it an advantage to me? The fact that I'm young, how can I use that to my advantage? And so technology, for example, is skewed towards younger people. So I leaned in on the fact that I was young and in technology, right? I'm not trying to say, hey, I'm the greatest leadership expert when I'm 19 years old and didn't know how to lead anything, right? So I love women entrepreneurship. Now think, how can I as a woman win even harder because I'm a woman? Because I'm going to tap into a different energy, because I'm going to do things differently than everybody else. And that's the reason why I'm going to win, as opposed to seeing it as a negative. Who is your ideal? I guess ideal what? I don't know specifically what you mean by that, but I like learning different things from different people, right? So listen, look, if I should take you on let's go into my office, right? I'm going to my office. So I like learning different things from different people. So I've got these people in my office, right? As people, my ideal people are my parents, right? That's me when I'm 8 or 9, and those are my parents above me, and they taught me I'm Evan Carmichael, do anything I believe that I can, right? So from a how to be a human, this is my ideal. But how to be a visionary, I want to learn from that guy. I want to learn from Steve Jobs, right? I don't want to be a father like Steve Jobs. I want to be a father like my father. I don't want to be a visionary like my father, because he isn't one, but I want to be a visionary like Steve Jobs, right? And so whether it's Steve Jobs or A.P. Giannini or my parents or Howard Schultz or Kanye West back there, I like learning different things from different people for what they can teach me. So I think people get really messed up with this. So when you're looking for mentors, all you need to do is be able to learn one thing from that person. What's the one thing that you want to learn from them? You may hate 89% of things about me. Awesome. But the other 11, maybe you can learn something from. And so there's no one person. Like, my ideal is I want to be the best Evan Carmichael. And in order for me to do that, I have to learn different things from different people, right? And so I love everybody that I profiled on my channel. I've learned something from them, and then I'm trying to share that with you guys. And hopefully you learn, like if there's a top 10 on somebody and you learn one thing from them that helps make you better, I think that's a good 10, 15 minutes of your time investment, right? Like, what else are you doing with that 15 minutes that's so valuable? Where here is like Elon Musk teaching you one thing for you to be better. And so I make my videos for myself because I want to learn from these people, and I share it, and thankfully you guys like it too. After that, I love you, man. All right, love you back. Thank you for the warm vibes. I appreciate you. Oops. Okay, hold on. Evgeny, I have an opportunity and skills. How to find an idea. Think about how do you use those skills to bring value to other people? Entrepreneurship at the core is really just about providing value for other people, solving problems. What's a problem that people are facing that you love solving, that you find easy, that you could spend hours doing, that you love doing it, and it's helping other people? If you just love doing something, you've got skills and you love it, but it doesn't serve anybody else, you've got a hobby. It's great for you, but it, might fill your soul, but it's not going to be a business because you're not doing it for somebody else. So it's figuring out, what do you love, what are your skills, and then how can you use that to give value to somebody else and help them solve a problem, right? That's at the core of every successful business. So good luck. AY Life, I'd love to get a panel of amazing people on thriving, growing through crisis. Would you be willing to be on it? It really just depends on timing. The challenge, I think, is you're going to get trying to have people balance their schedules to be able to make it for a panel is the harder thing. What could be an easier first start is you ask the question, like, hey, Evan, what's your view on X? And then you mash that up and you take my view, you take Mel Robbins' view, you take whoever else, and you try to, everybody's going live right now. I try to hop on everybody's lives and then mash up a video. You try to get a question like this every time in, and then you mash up the answers of everybody to help them. That's a great first step. Otherwise, a panel, it's probably a no, just it really super depends on timing. The calendar right now is nuts for me, and it's probably for most of the people who you want to get on the panel. So that's the first step. Establish credibility, build momentum, make something happen. If you make that video and it blows up, it's a lot easier to go back to everybody and say, hey, look at how good the video did. I want to do a panel, right? Awesome. All right, good. Glad I helped. Good luck. Mike Nguyen, what's the greatest advice you've learned in the past 10 years? It's still always going to be about belief, man. Whatever your who is, your one word, most important core value that I talk about in my book, that's always the lesson that you need to keep learning. So my most important core value, my who, is belief, right? And the biggest problem that I still face is lack of belief, just to do the next thing, right? Beyond the mountain is more mountains. My ability to do something and my belief in doing something that I've already done is easy. To do the new thing, the next thing, the big thing is still the biggest thing I need to work on. So the thing I've learned the most in the past 10 years is to believe in myself more. It's why I make my content. It's why I make my channel. It's why I have all these videos. I need it for me to help me believe more in myself. And so I believe in myself a lot more than I did when I was 19, when I first started all this stuff. But the difference between 2020 Evan and 2040 Evan, the biggest difference is still just more belief. Hope that helps. Okay, what else we got? DJ Tracy Bye. Looking to expand my range of platforms for DJing. What's the best way to get into an arena to start doing festivals or big? Got cut off. So you want to be thinking, the people who organize these festivals, where are they hanging out, right? Marketing 101 is be where your target customers are. So I'd be looking definitely at YouTube. I'd be looking at Spotify, SoundCloud. Look at where your tribe is hanging out, the people that you want to get in front of, where are they hanging out? And then you're saying Greece, not so much just geographic, online, where are they hanging out right now, right? This is your chance to make a lot of content and post it. Oh, I spelt it wrong. I said it wrong. Tracy B. Anyway, hope I got one of those right. Make content where people are hanging out and make it fire. You just need to have the right 5 to 10 people listen to your thing, and then you start getting booked on all sorts of gigs. So are you hanging out where they're hanging out? Are you prolific enough in your content creation, right? You never know which track is going to be the one, which mix is going to be the one that you pop on. So that's why you need to be prolific. Be prolific. Like every day. What are you doing all day long every day? Every day be making a new track, pumping it out. People need music right now, man. I said at the start of this thing, I start my day every day with a song that gets me feeling energetic and courageous and bold and ready to start my day. People need music right now. People, how do you get through tough times and anxiety and all these negative emotions? Music, man, it's the fastest way to change your state. People need your music as a gift right now. You have to be prolific in your content, prolific in your mixes. Every day, at least one, getting out there to the world. That's how it gets to the right ear. Then get you the gigs that you need. I will go harder. Thank you. You got it, man. How often are you doing these Q&As? I do them here. I try to go every day here. I use this as my break. And then on Twitch, if you join me, Twitch, I go for longer. So 6:30 Eastern on Twitch. And there's less competition. Like almost nobody shows up. So it's easy to get your questions answered. Go to twitch.tv/BelieveTeam. And 6:30 Eastern, I go live for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I play League of Legends and answer questions. So pop on back tonight if you want. Okay, what else? Mary Lou. Not a question, but thanks for sharing this with us. All right. Appreciate the love. Thank you, Mary Lou. Sending it right back at you. It's man Sijadhav. Wow, sorry, probably butchered that. Apologize. What advice would you give to young generations? It's always going to be believe. Believe, believe, believe. Believe in yourself. Believe in your capabilities. Believe you can do more. Believe that that idea that you have is genius and that it will work out. Believe. The biggest problem is that people just don't believe in themselves enough. And so they sit on ideas for weeks, for months, for years, for decades in some cases. Don't let that be you. Believe in yourself. How to identify myself? So in my book, Built to Serve, that's what I really break down. We go through a 3-step process: who, why, how. So who is your single most important core value? You figure that out. It gives you the lens through which to make better decisions and live the life that you want. Why is your purpose comes from your pain. So the thing that you struggle the most with in life is the thing that you'll want to help other people through for the rest of your life. And then how is how you got through it is a recipe to teach other people how they can get through it too. And so if you figure that out, your who, why, how. My mouth is watering so much because I'm looking at these eggs and tomatoes and everything here. Oh. You figure that out, you're set up for a pretty purpose-filled and amazingly happy life. Good luck. Let's get a couple more. I can't bring people live. Instagram is messing up right now, but I can bring in, I can answer questions here in the chat if you want to leave them. How big is your content team? We've got 20, Nina, 24? 23, 24. Not just on content, but in the business. But most people are focused on some degree of content, whether it's research, design, copy, editing, social, community engagement. If you factor all that in, then yeah, 23, 24 people. But listen, but we built it to that, right? I mean, it was me, everything myself at the beginning. So don't stress if you're not able to keep up with my kind of, people look at my schedule and say, wow, how do you make 6 videos a day across 12 channels? Well, I've got a team, right? Got a team. So look at how I started. I started just me making videos and did everything by myself. You can do that too. Okay, what else? When did you start believing in yourself? Yeah. So as far as I can remember, it's just been think about like when you start working out. Every time you go and you work out, if you're consistent in it, you can lift heavier weights. So my parents drilled into me that I'm Evan Castrilli Carmichael. I could do anything I believe that I can. And that was from as early as I can remember. I remember not getting the grades that my sisters were getting in school. You know, I was getting B's and C's and they were getting straight A's. And I really loved your new book. I did all the worksheets. As much as I dislike Facebook, I'm going for it. You inspire me every single time. I love it. Facebook, so we have a private Facebook community for people who bought the book. It's more to stay motivated, to be around other high achievers. And I go live just for that group once a month, so you get access to me as well. So I think it's worth joining Facebook just for that group. Ignore everything else. Create a new account, whatever. And I'm glad you like the book. So I started believing in myself way back as far as I can remember, right? When I didn't get the grades my sisters got, I had to have the talk, you know, with my parents. And I'm in that group. I love it. Appreciate you. And they always made me feel like it was possible. And ever since then, it's just been growing, right? The things that I'm doing now, if you had told me when I was 19 that I would have 20x people on my team and speaking around the world and doing all this stuff, I don't know if I would have believed that. And every step you take that is scary, difficult, hard, that makes you nervous, that gives you anxiety, every difficult step that you take, you come out on the other side with a little bit more belief. Right? So it's not just one stop thing. It's an ongoing struggle, which is awesome. I don't want things to just be easy. If it's easy, you get bored. I like the struggle. I honor the struggle. The struggle is awesome because out of that struggle, you grow and you get better and you get more belief and you're capable of doing bigger things. And I think even most importantly is every time you struggle and you grow, you can then serve more. Every time you take a step up on that staircase of life, you can then reach back and help somebody else take another step up, right? That's why I wrote Built to Serve, so that through your pain and through your struggle and through your story and the challenges you've been through, that's actually one of the greatest things to ever happen to you, because you can help so many other people now who are going through that. And the point isn't to live back in the past and remember all those negative emotions. Oh, I gotta go, I gotta hop on a call. The point isn't to live in that negativity, but to use it as strength to serve other people. Guys, I gotta run. Appreciate you. We'll do it again tomorrow. Otherwise, join me, twitch.tv/Believe Team tonight, 6:30 Eastern, and I'll be available to answer more questions. Appreciate you. Happy Monday. Continue to believe, and I'll see you soon. Much love.